Hello, superstars and Fighterdiet warriors. Speaking of superstars, I just instantly thought of you because I walked by a truck that says superstarplumbing.com. That's not a promotion. I thought it was perfect for heaven in a bowl. Alright, I wanted to share an update about the podcast on Messenger, FD8 Super Short Extreme, and what's going on there. I love to grow both muscles and my brain, and to come up with better and better solutions for my clients. That's my whole joy. I have my own fitness paradise life. I love every day, and I work on, every day on what is in my fitness life. That is what I love. I love to eat healthy and big and satisfying. I love to know that if I want to travel or go socialize, if I want to, I know how to behave around regular mainstream people so I can do it without sabotaging myself. I love everything in my day, and I love that my body is my universe. And I thought about, how we say that happy wife, happy life? Well, my body, my mind is my wife, so I have to make her happy. No, wait, my body is my wife, so I, Pauline, have to make her happy, keep her happy. So that means not be a bitch and not have fight or wars, and no debating. So I dance tango with my body and mind, and my mind is my paradise. But it used to be my storm when I wasn't complying with my own ideals. When, thoughts versus feelings are two different things. And I know all clients still have that in them because you've been ingrained into having your typical flow of thoughts the same way. But you still think just making a conscious decision, thought-wise, your intellect, that you're gonna do this, end up, messing around. And why would you suddenly have that? Because here's the thing, what you always forget. When you make your plans about how you're gonna get leaner, how you're gonna train, you start from today, current now, where you are not in the same emotional state and not in the physical state either, as you are in the future. So when you think about handling hunger and appetite now, when you are before you're at leaner and hungrier, of course you're going to believe that it's much easier. Of course. So I must say that in my coaching life, I always give you clients as many times you want to come in and keep on being a challenge. But what I don't do is I don't invest the same amount of dedication or focus to keep someone really close in my thoughts about the work. If you keep on almost 2 years with me, keeping on going backwards, just keeping on putting in that self-sabotage and self-destruction routine as fake as possible, so it's never going to be able to get it out, without 100% commitment. And that is what you have to give fitness and health if you're gonna make anything out of it that is worth investing. Because you're gonna invest tons of time, because it takes time to learn, it takes time to build up enough satisfactory results, and then you're gonna try to make yourself enjoy it enough to keep it up. So it's not only to build it up to a certain level, then you have to accept that there's gonna be some pretty much the same routine to maintain it. Doesn't matter how much we want it to be easy to kind of half the cardio and eat a few 100 calories more a day or something, but it's not at all that much. To maintain is simply just a little bit more, let's say 10% calories, and that means in order to not gain too much fat from that, you couldn't first have a sudden cheat day or extra refeed days and then start to increase the calories. So that's what I mean. As soon as you're getting leaner and you think, oh, I'm gonna have a refeed and then 2 refeeds, then I'm just gonna maintain. Yeah, 1 week in later there, boom, you just notice, why am I fatter again? That's how it is. So you are a fine-tuned machine, And it's so important to stop doing the tsunami wave surfing and stop treating your body like it's a trash can body for your mind's greed. That it's just okay for you to have whatever because you want to feel good, or you want to fit in, or you want to have what you always had. That's a princess tendencies. I love that you love things and so on, but not with the attitude about it. You have to deserve it. And at times and phases in your life, you're just not going to have just free access to whatever you want in any moment. That's the best lesson in life. But just because you want it doesn't mean that you just can have it right away. Gotta learn to anticipate and let it grow, and not instantly. Get out of the baby toddler tendency. Oh, speak out toddler. You know what I made a mistake? For 2 months, I have supplemented with extra iron glycinate and vitamin C, and I bought a liposomal kind of vitamin C for better absorption. And so then the last week, I've noticed that I'm getting more pain in my hands again, and like sore feeling, and more in my hands. And I sore in one hamstring tendon, and then like little puffy feet. I know the sign. So when my feet aren't lean and vascular, and they have like wrinkles on them, then there's like a ganglion cyst, or maybe it's a crystal. But that one is extra puffy, so they look like really crap. And that is when I think then that my uric acid from my gout is coming up. So I thought, well, what is going on? So why is this suddenly coming in? Yeah, so then I thought, wait, what am I taking? So suddenly, at first my mind was like this. Is it the spinach? I don't know where I got that from, but maybe because I've been eating spinach more lately. Yes, that was it. Should have thought before I talked. But that wasn't it. So then I just got the genius idea, or whatever thought came in, surprise, that it must have been the vitamin C that I didn't have, that was the liposomal vitamin C. Doesn't say anything on the label, nothing at all, but in the ingredients, it was phosphatidylcholine. Oh no, that is what causes and triggers my gout. Oh, so I didn't know that. So now I have to delay my blood work. Well, it's not that fun, but for 2 months again, because I messed up. Because now, 1 day later, guess what? Oh, it's all done, almost gone again. All the extra inflammation in my feet. So if I hadn't stopped that could cause them to be. It was one of those attacks that the uric acid crystallizes in the joint, and usually in the toe and in the foot, and it's horrible. And in my Achilles tendon, the worst pain ever. I couldn't touch my feet. I couldn't have anything, shoes on. It was crazy. So I have arthritis. I also have gout arthritis, and that is a very inflammatory. And then tendinitis a little bit on top. And hey, welcome to fitness life. Because I love it anyway, because I'm not in here conditionally. I'm not here to complain about it. Can you imagine how much I've learned about this, and how much I know about gout and arthritis that I wasn't interested enough before, because, well, it wasn't my concern. Yeah. So now I am much, much more happier that life gives me what I need, and then it's my challenge to just see what kind of attitude I can have about it. So I love to play this game that, see how hard, how happy I can be, because I am a happy person. I know how to keep myself happy. But I can go down in my mood, and I used to when I was younger, until I realized that's a shitty way to live, because I can choose to focus on my happiness. So that's what I do. And that is another reason why I say that one of the best things about being a solitary person, or single. I don't like single because it sounds like you're open for something, but you're solo. Well, I'm one person. I'm complete. I'm whole. I'm one. It's the fact that I can escape the people drama. Oh, so much of back and pull, and take away. Games. Yes, games. That's what it calls. I prefer the best kind of people are the ones who don't cause drama or try to kind of get attention from making up stories, or when everyone assumes you get offended, and then they kind of try to create some exchange of no. It's like defending. And you know what? I have learned to stay away from that. So I just know. All right. So that's what I mean. That the best thing with that is that there is no drama. I don't have to come home to someone who's just grumpy. And I don't have to explain what I want to do. I don't have to compromise. But on the flip side, I don't have anyone to cuddle with all the time. I mean, sometimes you go back. I don't have someone to go out in the wild with because that's more fun with company. My point is there's good things and bad things no matter what you choose in life. And with fitness and health life, you have to see it as the merit you have to yourself. And it's gonna be some things that you're not gonna feel is perfect. But that is, you're not perfect either. I'm not. So it would be crazy to expect something that is life to be perfect when you know and you live life and you know you cannot just have it one way. You're not gonna be happy, and every time you pull in one extreme, you're gonna suffer more. So, so now I took it away, and the inflammation is reduced, and it was such a funny thing that I completely didn't know that, and I'm so grateful that I stopped it in time because I don't want to have that pain again. All right, now up to the motivation and the messenger. What has been going on here? So the whole June, I was doing my voice messages, my lessons on Messenger to my VIP clients, and I invited some of my warriors and the dedicated women in the group, and it became an amazing way for me to feel more that I can share a lot of lessons that are more specific for who I have in my clientele groups for the moment. So it's really customized based on the current. And since I get to know the people, you who are my clients, because I build relationships with you over time, that of course you are in my mind, I work with you, so I remember you. So it's like I'm not one of those coaches. I don't know where you get them, but they just host the program and they never show up and they have no idea who you are. The thing is, I need to know my people because I spend my life with you. Since I'm committed to my work, that is what I give to you, my little gift, and that's it. Because I'm not with people to have friends or socialize for myself. I'm a loner, so I just love to do things that are loner stuff. Um, meditation, reading, listening to music, working. Working should be almost first. Training. Everything is just solitude stuff. And so you get all my time and my attention. So that's why I thought it was much better to, instead of having this deep philosophy and forever non-stop chatterbox, Pauline, that has a podcast with crappy sound, which is on Messenger too, but crappy sound, but also that, let's say I talk forever and it's a flow of consciousness, a stream of my thoughts, and I have no idea where I put all the stuff, and I have 1,000 episodes. So yeah, do you think really I would love to put the action paralyzed and I can't choose between one or two options, so I can't get anything? Do you think those people, that kind of person, are gonna be able to chew up and digest and then put to action for your system for themselves through 1,000 episodes? No. And if you put that up in time, you realize it's the same thing as I tell you when you put up your form check videos to just cut them down to 30 seconds, or I cannot watch it because that little button isn't functional. So I'll just like add up the time, and in 15 minutes that's like 45 minutes of just watching. So yes, it does add up, and you need time, by the way. Don't keep on delaying time. I have clients who've had, who should be invested for not dying in a year, obese, heart disease, hypertension, everything, inflammation, depression, but not in the depression that isn't, it's just the typical, I'm not taking care of body and health, of course I'm not going to be happy. My body is signaling it's not happy. So of course, those people should be committed every day for a long time because it's about health. But you who have fitness goals, it's easier for you to come in and come out because, well, you get to maintain this level and then you get tired and or the scale game, or you don't know how to refeed, or you think you're getting leaner and you're not. And all the different reasons. And life happens, right? So now I'm thinking we're halfway through the year, and soon the Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and I'm excited about all the extra food and the cozy times. But at that time, you should be much leaner than you are now if that is your focus, so you can have more of those reward and refeeds more often. That's the whole point. To get to where you want to maintain your range, then learn to not sabotage, and then there you go, you maintain it. And when you want to gain muscle and you are very lean, you have seen my videos. I see that now. I don't want to be that shredded. I will be that shredded again the moment I can't build muscle anymore because I'm too injured or too painful. And so now I'm just like, I love to see the whole documentary from my starting training my way. And now you see I'm gaining muscle, but I'm also not as lean. And it's so important to understand that when you're learning about one thing we talked about on the messenger was this how to refeed when you have saggy skin from weight loss, fat loss. And how do you know if you're gaining fat or losing fat? And how do you gauge and where? And what is the typical mistakes you make that can discourage you from keeping up? And that was one lesson that I had. So what I wanted to do for the FD8 messenger group was to have the podcast here, but in cut to the chase primary voice messages that are 1 minute to 10 minutes long. Sometimes that button breaks, so then you usually get a better version of it, but I'm like, big sigh, Pauline. It was not that good anyway. So then when you come into Messenger, you have new lessons from me that you can sneak in when you're working. You don't have to watch me, and I don't have to be on camera, so that's really good. I can do it anywhere, so it's the podcast that is now gonna be part of FD8. So when you are the client enrolled in Superset Extreme, you're gonna have this pilot of having me as an extra after discussion place for the Eagle Tribe version of people. And we have the new thread for FD8 Superset Extreme, the beginners, who need to know how to defeat to refeed and have simple lessons every day, to have a reminder every day and to hear my voice. Because I'm much stronger in voice and also it's more enabling me. So now, imagine you have, lessons that are not going to take forever. You can't have 1,000 sessions and you don't know where the information is. And then I talk forever. You're going to, you can listen to that in the background, but it's not as an education system. Because you're still stuck with action paralysis, that you don't know how to process and making it into your own. You still have all the doubts. Plus, remember now, it's not about knowing how to do it. You don't dare to do things. You're scared of eating, you're scared of not eating, you're scared of gaining weight, you're scared of not, And then there's so much psychological issues that self-sabotage, and then we talk about that, you're scared of the person you haven't been and you don't want to have the pressure. Yeah, that's life. If you want to buy a sharp diamond, you have to take it. So it's like I'm not into the whole softening up in the way that I feel that a lot of people want to be, like, poor me, baby, like having an excuse about not pushing at all because you're just lazy. But I mean, if those who want to be it, fine. But I'm not the coach for lazy people, because you always have lofty goals and that you got to work for. So in order to improve your rate of education and awareness for yourself and to understand and to go by day cases you follow, and I share my life, living the life of fit and lean with absolutely no yo-yo and no tsunami wave surfing and no ups and downs. And I'm not either justifying that, hey, I don't care about being lean anymore, and then I'm like gaining 30 pounds fat. No, I'm not into that. And I love to be educating you about how it feels, and how to accept that when the butt looks amazing, the abs aren't going to be as lean. And if I can't accept that, I can not have my super shredded lean abs, my favorite ones. If I want to have a butt that isn't saggy, wrinkly racing butt, well then, I gotta understand that and not criticize the muscle, the body part that I have to take as a price for getting so much. So it's so important to be grateful, and and I am very grateful. I am so happy that I got a second round of training and getting able to train in a way that I can get muscle, and that's not easy after 25 years. So that is what comes now to FD8 Super Shred Extreme. It's going to be like this. I have an open group that I started for June. That one continues until I have found 250 people have signed up for that. Then that's rolled out. Then I'm going to add a second group that is already there for the beginners, the new recruits. So then I have two lines, and then of course this is different to the VIP clients. So you only have to go and sign up for FD8 Super Short Extreme. Remember, there are just 500 people total. So I think the half of them are already recruited, so that's great. And I'm looking forward to this because this is what I really want. I want my voice message lessons that are cut to the chase because I love to practice and get better and better at keep it simple, stupid messages, solutions every day. And I get more feedback from my clients. And for me, being a trainer coach in real life, as in not just online, that's just how people do it now. I need more quicker. It's like I work with athletes. Of course, I have to be on a day-by-day basis. You can't just go hiatus in a few weeks living your life and then coming back just to think you're going to have effective training and conditioning of mindset and meditation. Like, you're way too flaky. So here's the thing about me being a coach. You got to know that I am here for you as your coach, your friend, your client, your help, your supporter, your motivator. But I'm not at all interested in chit-chatting for just chit-chatting. So don't you sign up for my coaching to have someone who you kind of just want to have us talk to, but you don't have anything about goals. So it has to be a little bit more productive because I need reward in my work. And it has nothing to do with the typical thing people think, it's about a personal thing or that I don't like someone. No, I'm a loner. I'm my own best friend, and that's enough. I don't have a partner. I just have myself. That's all I want, and I love spending time with myself. So you can never take it as there's something with people about coaching and fitness that it's hard for people to see it as an investment because you don't see the point someone is taking care of your case and listening to what you have concerns with. But hey, I know, it's funny. So anyway, so you can consider me, like I said before, like a pay friend who just cares about your health and fitness and health. And I think about how you're gonna maintain while you don't, because you're kind of in the moment enjoying getting lean, but you kind of, when you get it fast, sometimes your mind doesn't hold up, and then all of a sudden you get a huge attack of just wanting to eat, and then if you go away because you feel guilty and ashamed or whatever, or you think you promised Pauline to be strong and I don't I'm thinking, oh my are you can't be that young in your mind, or that you still think that it's about me. So yes, clients, you project a lot of your own your guilt and shame and fears and ridicule, concerns, and all on me, and it's very obvious. So I just want to know that you gotta see through your own colors, because the way you are not handling your own commitment to yourself is reflected upon to me. So I'm just like a mirror. That's why you kind of don't really want to talk to me or face me when it gets hot in the kitchen. So anyway, so I'm super excited because FD8 Super Short Extreme, this is how we do it. This podcast in lessons, like I come in here, we're going to talk about saggy skin. How do you refeed when you have saggy skin, and how long are you going to wait for the saggy skin to come? What should you think about when you have skin tightening desires? You want to tighten up, because that is a whole other thing than if you have balanced skin and everything is tightening up. And what do you do if you want to build muscle but you can't train the way you used to and you don't know how to kind of compare loading intensity? It's very scary. And then we have the whole group who kind of needs to get a big kick in the butt for not doing cardio because you just slow walk all the time. And it's a daily motivation. It's a daily pep talk. It's my findings of supplements and new meals and training and stretching. I mean, it's everything in my fitness life. This is what consumes me. I love it. Health, fitness, mindset, meditation, music, and friendship, because that's what it is. I keep you entertained and aligned with me and my mind, so you are not doing bad negative thinking. Because if you have the focus on somewhere else, I know where it goes. Junk or destructive feelings or thoughts. Destructive thoughts that make you feel bad. So when you listen to my messenger, you're gonna have the group, and you're gonna have a daily reminder of lessons in the morning from my time, and that's just the way I can communicate with you. So it's no extra fee for this, but you are gonna go and sign up to support me for doing this, because this is what the women need, and I want to do it. So I'm gonna have it my way. I just want it as fast as possible, and now is the time, because Super Shred Extreme starts Monday. So I want to say thank you so much for this time for now. I have my pilots number 2 now to build up to 500 women. So if you want to be there, go to Fighterdiet.com and sign up for FD8 Super Shred Extreme. And then if you want to, you can email me the receipt to Pauline at Fighterdiet.com, and I will add you to the group on Messenger and add you as a friend on Facebook, so I have you on Monday. So in that case, in that way, you help me build this up, and then we're gonna go to it together. And this motivation, this training, and this nutrition is awesome. So I'm very, very happy that I did this. It's kind of hard for people to understand what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna say it's like you pay for a radio station that is just fitness and mindset and health and happiness, and the provider is me. I love you guys. Happy 4th of July, and see you Monday.